This week on the final episode of Kamen Rider Geats.
No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! America!
Finally, it's the last episode of Geats. Does it end with a blaze of glory, or does it go down with a whimper? Let's go for some more gaming action with the finale of the DGP. When we last left off, Neon was sure that she kicked the can out of the jammer area. But since the game hasn't ended yet, what shenanigans ensued? Mamma mia, I can't do a Mario. The jammer area was expanding last week, but this week we see that it's massively growing, getting to be much larger than I initially thought, but then also leading to getting ate up by that Jamato. How are y'all gonna kick that can now? Just full on penetration? But with the situation dire, introducing the Game Master into the ring. Since the goal will now be to destroy the can, he's cooked up some eggs to make sure that the Jamatos are ready for the consumption. This brings us to the classic egg raising assignment from grade school. Except this time, you might get a wish granted instead of just a passing grade.
The savagery this time around is taking no prisoners.
Wait, hold on. What are you supposed to be?
Why, Evolity Live.
It looks like you just threw that together last minute. That's good. That's damn good.
With the Jamato out here handing out L's to the folks around, no one seems safe. Not even that baby. But it's a quarter dozen carton here, hoping their eggs don't get scrambled. They are getting yoked for this one, with Nago getting strapped, Buffa giving no fucks as long as he gets his licks in, and Geats with the biggest encouraging pep talk next to Shia LaBeouf.
Do it!
I think you missed it. That was the opening bit for this episode.
I thought your opening bit was transforming into that Mario.
It looked bad, plus crafting of the warp pipe braze buckle? Nah. So I just went with plan B.
That's some behind the scenes stuff for you viewers out there. Geats, using his Nimpo abilities, gets a deep dive into Cactuar, revealing where that juicy can is. Though without that freeloading raccoon around, it looks like Geats is getting the secret mission to get the boost buckle this time. But with all this skill on his side, the Jamato vacates.
Back at Eggy Daycare, science class has taken a turn for the bust, with Neons being the first to crack. What's in those Hatchimals? Some Jamato babies? Nope, it's a buckle. Wait, are buckles just Jamato that take on a will of whoever they hatch from? Could this be a thing? So Neon gets the propeller buckle, adding some new toys to her arsenal. Meanwhile, Osmo wants his egg cracked instantly, and tired of waiting, he just smashes that thing open to reveal that he's about to dig himself 6 feet under. Since he's got the drill buckle, Ace points out that zombies and holes belong together, so he'll be aight. But Ace's egg is like that last second power-up you get right before the boss, so he's got time to let it grow. So because of that, everyone else should just bail out. Ace has got this. Ozma obviously ain't taking of Ace's shit and continues towards his impulsiveness, while Neon, still salty she didn't win the game when she thought she did, results in her own impulsiveness. Exposition time, with Neon pre-recording a video for her fans, letting them know that this is it, the end of it all, for now, but would welcome some of that spirit energy from her community. Ozma, on the other hand, gets a hallucination of his dead friend Toru, giving himself a pep talk and unable to forget about him. Ace gets his training on, dealing with his mommy issues that he takes out on his Hatchimal in the process. We're here. We're in the endgame now. And the mamma mia, it's the final battle. Oh my god. Anyway, Sumuri, cue the battle.
She's gone? Great, because the only L's I catch avoid my face. Rocking the new buckles already, we've got Driller Buffa and Rafflecopter Nago. Buffa's drill must be defective because all I'm hearing is all sound and no movement on that one. So, he just proceeds to letting your imagination do the work and continues to steamroll everyone away. Nago, meanwhile, gets the propeller blades for maximum impact, but did she forget to pull the battery tab out since these Jamato are just ganging up on her? Oh, there we go, luring Cactuar to 1,000 Needles his own grunt force. Taking the opening, Buffa preps his finisher and Nago closes in, but with no boost to get through, it's Geats +1 here to show them how it's done. Buffa's not taking this lightly, but that helmet sure is looking damaged, my guy. You just gonna take them needles all yourself? No, because Geats decides it's time to show how hard-boiled his egg is. Finally, shattering to reveal that it's just a fucking Hatchimal? What? I'm getting word that this week's buckle is brought to you by the collaboration between Fisher-Price and Bandai. We thought Geats was skewing too old, but with how intense Black Sun is, here's some cuddle goodness. Please buy our stuff. This fight just got Camilla Khan kinds of crazy. Going full fist on Cactuar, he's instantly destroyed? Well, that was melodramatic. I didn't like that at all. I think I need to take a week-long hiatus.
Oh, so you're just gonna leave like that? Okay. With Geats once again the Desire God and overall champion of the DGP, an onlooking punk jack speaks and gets revealed? With the monster buckle going night-night, Buffa rages as his own selflessness is what motivated Ace to begin with for this round. So let's keep the rivalry going into the next game. As Azuma gets retired, now, so does Neon. Not getting her wish after all. But hers realistically can happen whenever. But whatever. See you next game. And with that, the game itself ends. But Sumuri is not all too pleased with Ace's wish and refuses that it be granted. The Game Master allows it, however. And so, the world ends. Ace gets his wish. Those civilians who had died to the Jamato before now exist as if it never happened. And the Game Master is revealed to be Girori. And I honestly did not see that coming, except when I got home yesterday from the convention I was at, my Twitter feed spoiled it for me. Whatever. This is why I usually avoid social media after superhero time, but whatever. With this episode of Geats, we get the debut of the Cuddly Wuddly Monster Buckle. And with that, let's talk forms. This looks like nothing I'd expected. The look of the suit is just stars with big knuckles. Is it supposed to be a Care Bear? I honestly don't know. And the colors for it also don't do anything for me. And I'm not a big fan of the googly eyes. And bought. Let's go rating time! The finale to this week's DGP left a lot to be desired, as the full-on action and stakes felt previously seem absent as the tone went a little bit lighter right before the end. The tonal whiplash in itself will give this episode a C. I felt like the ball was dropped. I want to circle back to something that I mentioned earlier, and it's just current theory crafting. Since we know the Jamato are capable of dropping the buckles, but now it gets shown that the buckles can be formed from these eggs. Are these eggs in turn what makes the Jamato, as well as the buckles? Every buckle. So is this the connection between the DGP and the Jamato that I was looking for in the earlier episodes? And if the buckles made do stem from the holder's own personality, what does the monster say about Ace? It's more food for thought when it comes to all that. So I do feel that a lot of the tonal imbalances in the show does have to deal with Keiwa's departure, and it might have been intentional for us as the audience to see how a lot of this just doesn't work without him. The episode doesn't even go into what happened to Sarah afterwards, how that whole narrative is going, if it's going, and just focuses on the finale. Though with this being the final round, even with how brutal the Jamato were going into things, it didn't hit with the same impact that the first episode had. And that might have been because we didn't have that fresh audience insert perspective seeing the world end around them. Punk Jack's revelation at the end and seeing him in the preview means that we are gonna get staff interference in the next DGP, which will be interesting. Will he act as just an enforcer to restore order to the DGP, or will he have his own agenda with likely full visibility of the cheat codes? And with Girori now being revealed as the game master to us, so much more makes sense in terms of his knowledge and intel, as well as why he seems surprised with everything Ace has done. But going forward, since we know the cat can't stay in the bag for much longer. What is interesting is that Ace's wish appears to be making Sumuri his family. Though I wonder if that extends to Girori as well, since it appears that they're all eating dinner casually together next episode. So, is Ace trying to see how he can influence others towards his own desire? Even to a greater extent, DGP personnel themselves. Though whether or not this has any impact on her personality or even bind her to him based on the wish is another thing entirely. Back in episode 2, Ace pointed out how him being someone that everyone lusted for from the previous wish worked on everyone except Sumuri. So, this latest wish amplifies it further, focusing on just her. It makes you wonder if he's trying to influence someone else to adjust some of the rules or just bend the knee to him. Though with this next round, I really need them to flesh out Azuma and Neon a bit more. Since the mommy issues of Neon have been relegated to the background, I really need to see how she grows as a character and if her wish will remain the same. Azuma, now with staff involvement in this round, might get his arc revealed if my earlier theory on Toru being beaten up by DGP staff as players was actually true. So we'll just have to wait 2 weeks to find out, as I believe Superhero Time is taking a break next week. Anyway, what did you think about the end of Geats? So sad, it's gone. But soon, we get Super Geats Force to follow up. What are your thoughts on Punk Jack joining the ranks, upgrades, so soon, and the master being Girori the whole time? Anyway, that's it for me. I'm probably gonna wear a different costume for my Down Bros review, so trick or treat for the next Geats, and until next time, let's go! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. Take one step and then again. Let's do the Mario all together now. Just like this. I fucked up. It was supposed to be that, but whatever. Whatever.